There we go. Hopefully my kids won't bug us tonight. They are doing a practice run for school on what they need to do to get to bed. My son did not get up, you guys, till after it was like 10 today. So he's going to have a wake-up call when he has to get up so early. Okay, so I'm going to first start with cookies and cream and reaching out to people. You guys, this could be a week. If you have not hit the 5-cycle bonus, this could get you to the 5-cycle bonus. You should be using this to help you get there. Reaching out to all of your people, your inactive people, whether you are an email person, a Facebook person. I like to go through my phone and send a voice message through the inbox to tell them about it. But how many of you have reached out to your people about the cookies and cream? Okay. Key, like huge. That's super, super important. A lot of you will get really close. I'll have to keep an eye to that 5-cycle bonus. So push, push, push this week for that. Okay, and then a couple dates just to go over this weekend, this Saturday. Just a reminder, I don't know who is going to come, but please let me know at my house, or at my cabin, not my house. I said I would have a lake day at my place this Saturday starting at 3 for you, your husband, your kids, whoever. So if you plan on coming, please let me know so I can plan accordingly. Amanda, you look ticked off. Not mad?
No, not mad.
Okay.
I was just staring into space there for a minute. Sorry.
Okay. Then September 9th is going to be the business boot camp here in Alexandria. It's going to be at Common Grounds. It's going to be at 9 a.m. What did she post? 9 to noon or 9 to 1? I think we have to be out of there, so probably 9 to noon or 12:30 maybe. So Del Rey is coming to town. Is it 1, Rachel? Okay, 9 to 1. Del Rey is coming to town, so it's going to be all business boot camp, super, super awesome. So try to make it to that, and I encourage you to bring somebody with you. Ask somebody else, okay? That's how we grow. We get more people involved. And then Chicago is going to be October 20th through 22nd. And that's going to be a University in Action. Del Rey was going to be getting a bus. She now said that is not happening because she says, according to her, it was a not easy process and super expensive, which would be fine if she had people committed and their tickets were bought, but people aren't. So that's where we run into problems. And she didn't want to be stuck with this gigantic bus and paying for it when people haven't committed. So if you want to still drive, we can do some carpooling. If you want to fly, flights are usually really cheap out of Minneapolis and they're short, 45 minutes. Either way. Okay, and then Minneapolis is the other thing I want to talk about. That's the Isagenix University, and that's November 2nd through the 4th. So that will be a really great one. I mean, it's in Minneapolis. If we can't get to Minneapolis, I mean, that's kind of an issue. Okay. All right. I'm going to come back to that. So that's what I wanted to go over. Am I missing anything, dates that I needed to go over? Nope. Okay. All right. So I went back and forth, you guys, between two things of what I wanted to cover tonight. And one was either the compensation plan, and 2 was creating consultants. And I decided that the compensation plan, not that I won't go over it, I will, but it's everywhere. It's on isagenixbusiness.com. It's on all of our business pages. If you have not taken the time to really understand that, if you can't draw it out and explain it to somebody else, you need to go watch that, okay? I feel like that is our responsibility. I had to watch it over and over and over. So if you don't get it right away, that's okay. If you want me to go over it after I'm done with this, I certainly will. But I really feel like you guys can take some time to dig into it. And what I found is different people explain the compensation plan, and I understood it better with certain ones than others, right? So there's one that I listen to all the time by Audrey. Am I froze? There we go. Audrey, what's her last name? She's crazy in the video. She's like in college and she's obnoxious.
McLeod.
Yes, McLeod. She's obnoxious as heck, but she's super excited. And I understood it watching hers. And now she's like crazy successful in this. So she's amazing. And you can YouTube these as well. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. So if you want to take notes, we are going to talk about creating consultants. Many of you, most of you are consultants. So I get asked this a lot. Why can't I create a consultant? Nobody wants to share. Anybody experience that? Okay. All right. So I want to break it down and help you because learn from my mistakes, and I am still learning as well. But it all comes down to doing things a certain way in a certain time. Okay. So I think a lot of people think because they have this amazing product experience, they're just going to want to share. And they're not, right? Or, hey, will you post this on Facebook? Well, no, they don't want to post it on Facebook because they don't even know what to expect. They don't know what to say. They don't know what to do. And they have a lot of fear. They have a fear of they don't know enough. They don't want to sell. They don't like that feeling of selling. Or they don't have the results that they really want quite yet. So we have to keep that in mind. So what do we do to help them? And verbiage in that initial conversation, the initial conversation is key. If it isn't being planted in that initial conversation, you've missed the boat. Okay, and that is key. So write that down. The initial conversation, you must plant the seed. And it's being missed right now by a lot of people. That is the perfect opportunity. So maybe you guys are good at enrolling people, but your people aren't. You need to do what's duplicable. So is what you're doing easy to duplicate? If your people aren't able to enroll people, it's because it's not duplicable. Okay, follow me? So we need to break it down and make it more simple. And the key, and I'll get into this, is how many of you are literally on the phone or through the messenger talking in person, however, developing their 30-second story with them? How many of you are doing that with them? Okay, I think a lot of people are just saying, hey, you've had these amazing results. Oh my gosh, would you want to share? I mean, look at how good you feel. Remember before you were tired and now you've lost 8 pounds. Would you be willing to post it on Facebook? No, they don't want to post it on Facebook. They don't care about the money. That's not what this is about to them. They're thinking you just want them to share for money. I gotta turn down my dinger here. How do I do that? I don't know. So we need to help them develop their 30-second story. Okay, so there's a few things in that initial conversation that I want to talk about. Every conversation I have with somebody, I go over a few things the same, okay? Number one is the cost conversation. You must be having the cost conversation. Search it. If you haven't heard it, there's 3 different people that have done it. You can search. Chris Harder does an amazing cost conversation. Angelique Nori does amazing cost conversation. In the Transform Your Life business, you can search my name. I did a cost conversation. All right, listen to that. You must have that. If you're not finding out what they're spending on 2 meals, a snack option, they're not understanding the value. Okay, that cost conversation is golden. They're thinking it's an added expense if you aren't having that. Oh, another one, and I went over this last week, is if you look up on YouTube Jackson Parr, P-A-R-R, cake recipe, it's not talking necessarily about, he kind of is the cost conversation, but he goes over some questions 7 questions he asks every single person. You talk about duplicable, that is very duplicable. It's the same 7 questions for every single person. and then you would go into what they're eating for their 2 meals that they would be replacing. Easy. All right. Amanda, you said you're spending $15 between your 2 meals. Awesome. That makes that easy. We have $20, $14, or $10. Right. And what he kind of liked to talk about was how much are they spending per month. If they say they're spending $10 per day, oh, so you're spending $300 per month. Perfect. Okay, so that's going to be our getting started pack. All right, so cost conversation is key, number 1. Am I freezing, you guys? Or is it just freezing on my end? No? Okay. The next one is you need to be asking them how serious they are about getting their best results. Okay, so Janet, I need to know, how serious are you about getting the best results possible? All right. How committed are you to this and trusting me that I can help guide you with the best things to do to help you get the best results? On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you? Okay, you need to be asking that. That's question number 2. You need to know where their level of commitment is. Oh, you're at 8 and higher? Awesome. Okay, then I need you to do these 2 programs. They're non-negotiable because when you do them, you're 98% more likely to hit your results. All right, you came to me wanting results. You said you were a level 8 to say they're 9. These 2 programs get you 98% closer to your results. This is key. So the first program I'm going to have you do is called the IsaBody Challenge. It's 16 weeks long. It's a great accountability. At the end of 16 weeks, Isagenix is going to reward you with $200 as a thank you for loving the products. All right, you're working on your body and they're rewarding you with $200 in products. No brainer. That's going to be the first program. The second program is going to be the Healthy Mind and Body. Healthy Mind and Body, to me, is number 1 important, and not enough people are doing it. I cannot undo what has happened up here in the last 40 years of your life. I can't fix that. Isagenix products can't fix that. But this Healthy Mind and Body program is going to help you fix it. It's going to give you the power to not go back. It's going to give you the power to push past your self-limiting beliefs, your doubts, your behaviors that have sabotaged you for years. All right? So those are the 2 programs you're going to get involved in right away. All right, that's the second thing I always go through. And you guys, when they are involved in those 2 programs, the retention rate, their BV doubles. Doubles. What happens when their BV is higher? What does that do for you? Somebody answer. Type it, talk, whatever. What happens when BV's double? Can't hear anybody. Type it. Am I froze? Cycle more. Yay! Yeah, more BV, more cycles. There you go. Okay, thank you. Okay, the third thing I cover in every initial conversation is generous referral bonuses. It is planted immediately. So I'll tell you how I do this. Okay, I've gone through that Healthy Mind and Body, IsaBody Challenge. And then once they've picked their pack, I've got their information, I'm going to say to them, okay, Jess, I'm just curious, who are 2 people that you know would do this with you, that want more energy, want to lose some weight, want to feel better, could be great accountability partners for you? Who are 2 people? Let them tell you 2 people. And remember those names. And then you're going to say, okay, Jess, I just got to let you know, Isagenix is so unique and different. What I love about it is I'm not a distributor. You don't have to be selling shakes out of your car. There's nothing like that. But they give generous referral bonus for sharing what you love. So Jess, if Amy and Sarah started as your accountability partners, you did this together, and they started on the exact same pack that you started with, you would get $380 this week when they both sign up in the same week. Okay, so if they both enrolled, whatever pack they start with, I let them know if their 2 friends started, what they would make. Does that make sense? So President's Pack is $80. $80, double it, $160 plus their $50 consultant bonus, $380. Okay. 50, so 100, 200, 250 for the middle pack premium, and the most basic pack, 150. Know those. Okay. When you say that to them, you get the response, and you kind of know if it's someone that might be interested in that, because some people will say, oh, really? Oh, that's great. Okay. And some people aren't going to respond. They're going to be like, well, I don't really want anyone to know right now. That's okay. But you planted that seed. So those are the 3 things that are always covered in that initial conversation. Cost conversation. How committed are you? Healthy mind and body. IsaBody challenge. Planting the seed about the generous referral bonuses. Okay. All right. Then day 5. By then, if they're following the schedule, they've cleansed. And day 14, they've done it again. So you're planting the seed again. You're asking them what they noticed has changed. How are they feeling? As we all know, everybody gives us awesome feedback. Give me some, write in the comments, what are some things that people tell you around day 5 or even 14? What are they noticing? Energy, yes. Definitely more energy. Sleep better, increase energy. Energy is so huge, you guys. The less bloat. Okay, so you're asking them these things. Then you're going to say to them, I'm so excited. What are you doing? Okay, all right. If you want to write this down, you can. Okay, so you're going to say, I'm so excited. I knew you were going to love this and feel amazing. Just think, 5 days ago, or if it's 14 days ago, how you felt. Remember, you had no energy. You were super frustrated. You didn't want to go outside and play with your kids. Whatever they told you. You're going to remind them of that. Imagine how many people in your life want to feel the way you do right now. Okay, so you want to say that to them. And then you want to just say, it's so incredible to bless those people's lives like you've been blessed. Look how it's completely changed you in this short period of time. Then this is when you would say to them, would you be open to me helping you create your 30-second story? The reason being is people are going to start asking you. They're going to notice and they're going to start asking you. And the reason I want to really help you develop that 30-second story is I want to prep you for when they ask you. So when someone is asking you, you know what to say. You know how to answer. So you feel confident answering their question. Okay? So you're not saying to them, I want you to develop your 30-second story so you can post it on Facebook and then you're a consultant. All right? I'm not saying that. I'm telling them, because you've had these amazing results, are you okay with me helping you develop your 30-second story? Because people are going to notice. They're going to start asking. And I want you to feel confident knowing what to say back. Because so many times, what happens if we haven't done this? If someone asks, what are you doing? You've lost weight. And if they don't have their 30-second story, what's going to happen? Verbal vomit, right? Verbal vomit. I'm doing these shake days and I have a couple of shakes and then I drink this stuff, Ionic Supreme, and then I do these cleanse days. No, help them develop their 30-second story, and then we teach them, pop people on that product page, all right? 3-way call, 3-way text, 3-way message. If you aren't using the 3-way text, call, Facebook, you're not duplicating. You're not going anywhere. I promise you. You're going to be stuck. Okay? I'll say that again. If you are not doing the 3-way, you won't go anywhere because you cannot duplicate. Can a 3-way duplicate? Yes. All right? You don't want to know everything. You don't want to be perfect. You want to use that 3-way and teach that 3-way. And make sure when you're doing that cost conversation, or not the cost conversation, the 30-second story, you're getting their emotions, getting deeper, so they really get emotional about it. And then it's super important to give them options to share. Just because I am super good, not good, but super like fine with Facebook, social media, like it doesn't bug me to post anything, doesn't mean everybody else is. Some people hardly post, and then we're asking them to share this. So give them options to share. Healthy happy hour, coffee date, play date, call, text, sit with them, help them do reach outs, give them that verbiage. Social media is what I prefer, and I tell them I love to use Facebook because it's free and you get the most exposure. Okay? And you've developed that 30-second story, so you literally have it typed out with them so they understand what to post, when to post. Then you say to them, I am going to give you a follow-up system, so when you share, you know exactly what to do. All right? Would that make them feel more confident, do you think, in sharing? Is this making sense? Okay. If we're not prepping them, and if we're not giving the system, they're not going to know what to say, and you're going to get this. Well, yeah, I've had people ask. They said it's too expensive. And you're going to say, how do they know the cost? Well, how would they know the cost? You didn't go over this with me. You didn't help me develop my 30-second story. You didn't show me the system of exactly what to do. Right? What questions do you have about that? You can unmute yourself. Anybody? Is anybody struggling in any of those areas?
Hey,
Nobody?
Krista?
Yeah?
Krista?
Yeah.
What if they don't want to share? What if they don't want to share?
So explain what you've said to them. Back up. So tell me what you've said to them, Mary.
So, okay. So they come to me and tell me how, much they love how they're feeling. Their clothes are getting a lot more loose. They're saying all the things that people will say, but then as soon as I say that's great, people are going to start noticing. Maybe it's a good time that we come up with your 30-second story to make that all go better when you do get to tell about it.
And then they say, no, I don't want to share.
And then they panic and say, oh gosh, no, I can't do that.
Okay. So I guess what I would say, because we got to remember, it's like 80% of people just want to use the products. They don't want to share. And that's good, because if every single person wanted to share, who would work at Target? Who would do my hair? Who would clean my house? That would have to be me. All those things, right, you guys? So not everybody's going to want to share. So Mary, if I was you, what I would say to her is, oh my gosh, no, I have so much respect for you. I don't want you to ever feel you have to share, not at all. But what I would love to help you do is develop this 30-second story just so when people ask, you have a confident answer and kind of know what to say so it's not overwhelming. No, I don't expect you to ever, ever share. Are you comfortable with me just talking about that and see what they say? And if they're not,
okay, that sounds.
If she's not comfortable with even that, I'd say, I get it. Okay, I don't want to pressure you at all. I just love helping people because people do notice and they start asking. And if you don't like sharing, I get it, but at least you would know what to say and you could just bring them my way and I can take care of it for you.
Perfect. Nope, that sounds great. Thank you.
Yep. Anybody else? Anything that you struggle with in those? The cost conversation, going over the committed part, any of it?
I do, Krista. Oh, sorry.
Nope, you're fine. Go.
My biggest thing is two people this week have said they don't want to do any network marketing thing.
Okay, well, how was it brought up? Back up. Like, how did the conversation?
Back up. One of the people that I'm talking to, she's been ordering just a few products every month, and she was going to order the protein a while ago, or the shakes a while ago, but then chose another brand. And I just checked in with her again to ask, how's your protein shakes doing for you? How are your workouts doing for you? Not for you, just checking in with you. How are the products doing that you're using from Isagenix? How are they doing? And then we just kind of talked back and forth, and then I mentioned something about, I can't even remember. I can pull it up, but I can't remember. I think I just kind of brought it up like, if you do want to get your products paid for, you are ordering, just a small amount, you could easily get those products paid for. I just kind of went into that.
Mhm.
And then she said, I totally get it. I actually use these certain house cleaning products, and somebody else has approached me to get my house cleaning products paid for. And she said, honest, I love the products. I believe, or I see your community and it looks awesome, but I'm not into network marketing.
Okay. So then I would just say, you know what? I completely understand. I have so much respect for you. And Isagenix isn't like that. I'm not trying to get you to sell anything. Just know that if anyone asked you because you're having some results, I can just help you explain to people what you're doing. And if you don't want to do that, you can just refer them to me. And they just give generous referral bonuses. But don't feel like you ever have to even do that.
And actually this week I did reach out to somebody else too, and we've been trying to set up a healthy happy hour for like months. And finally I just said, since we can't pick a date quite yet, why don't, if you have anybody you'd like to refer to me, and she said, absolutely, I'll totally give you some names. But then somebody else that I reached out to this week, I just said, I kind of just started it with some compliments. Like, I love how positive you are on Facebook. I'm looking for positivity in my life every day. And, we're looking for positive people. I think you'd be the great person to join my team with me. And then I just kind of talked about everything. And at first the person was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. And then I kind of explained, that it's an Isagenix thing. We use these products, but it's the community I love. And they said, oh, network marketing, no, thank you.
So then I would just go back and say, sounds like you had a bad experience in the past. Tell me about that. I'd ask them.
Okay.
Typically people just have had a bad experience because haven't you? I have.
Oh,
Just
yeah. Heck yeah.
Hey, Krista, have you heard of, I don't even know what it was. I think this would be great. It's right up your alley. Like, who are you? Like, I barely know this person. You've never talked to me, and I don't even know what you're talking about. So I would just ask them another question, like, oh, sounds like you've had a bad experience.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
All right. But at least this week I'm kind of pushing out that way, where before I would have never just jumped out and said, but actually one person too, I did jump out and say, you are awesome. You're somebody I feel would totally benefit from our team, and I'm meeting her tomorrow in person for coffee.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. And remember, you have 100 conversations, and if you say yes, it's going to take a lot of conversations. It really is. So,
right. But yeah, I just always get the network marketing answer from everybody.
Yeah. So then I always just like to ask a question, like, you've clearly had a bad experience. Tell me about it. What happened?
Okay.
Right? Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Jessica, I think you had a question.
Well, mine isn't, I still need to create consultants. I guess what I'm having issues with is I've created consultants, or maybe they've enrolled one person, but they don't keep going. Or it was almost like I probably did too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
and now they're just not committed.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to enroll more people to get more consultants to get to director. But yeah, that's what I'm having issues is my consultants being committed and, hopping on the Zoom calls and learning the compensation plan. Because they're all about making money, but to actually do the work is what I'm frustrated with. Like, you have to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So keeping consultants is something that everyone will always struggle with. Okay.
yeah.
So it could be your aunt that decides to sign up for Isogenics. You explain to her that she could share with 2 people in the same week, and this is what she would get. Okay. And she's going to do that, and that's it. Okay. So then you need to have that conversation like, okay, I also need to draw this out for you. It's my obligation to really explain it. So I explained to you how the referral bonuses work, but I really want to get just a teeny bit deeper. So my obligation is to show you what's called you share, they share. Repeat. Draw it out for them. Okay. Explain just a teeny bit more, and then go into asking, like, could you benefit from an extra $500 to $1,000 a month? Would that help you in any way? Okay, everyone's going to say yes. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'd love to work with you and show you how you can do that. It's proven, but it is work. And if you treat this like a business, it's a business. If you treat it like a hobby, it's a hobby. But if you're not having that conversation with a person, if you don't know where their level is at with the business, you're going to get super frustrated. They're not going to be plugged in. They're going to ask you a million questions, but they're not ever plugged in. Give your time to the people that are plugged in. Keep enrolling new. And you have to find out what they want from this, why they want it, and their commitment level. So that new associate interview, when people sign up, when people want to do the business, become a consultant, send them that tool. It's on isogenicsbusiness.com, right? Send it and ask them their level of commitment, what they want from this. Then you have that in front of you so you know. Maybe they just wanted to share to help pay for their initial pack. But that is a huge thing, sending that. And it's right when you go to isogenicsbusiness.com. It'll show you. Didn't I put it in our chat thread? I think I did. Send that to your people.
And most of them, their goal is to get their products paid for. Like, that's their goal, but they get like no's, or they did a power post and they didn't get the response, and I can't get them to post again or be consistent on Facebook. So it's just.
So have every single one of those people that has shared been on a 3-way Zoom with a leader?
I would say maybe 2.
Okay.
2 people.
Okay.
The other one is very apprehensive. I can't get her to do a whole lot. She actually only will be on one business page. She does not want to be on both. She actually removed herself, and I explained to her if she wants to become a consultant. And I had to have that conversation with her. She finally was okay with one. Mm-hmm. The other one comes and goes. And my sister-in-law, Kel, so when she can make it on, she's ready. She just, needs to, she'll get there. So she's posting, and you
got to remember, like, I used to get frustrated more. Like, why aren't they on the calls? Why aren't they doing that? Well, if they're watching the recordings, as long as they're keeping up with the recordings and watching them later, we have to respect people's life too, right? Mm-hmm. We're doing this for our whys, our family. Yes, we do need to make some upfront sacrifices within reason, but getting to really know their why, their level of commitment, but then also letting people know by sharing with 2 people, that's going to help pay for your initial pack. But if you want to keep eating your products for free, we really need to get to that you share, they share. So manager level. Mindy, she's not on though. She just asked a question. I feel I'm very behind with the process. I want to get better sharing. Okay, she's not on right now. So, anybody else? No? It just comes with more practice. Getting your people to one event, okay? September 9th. Are you there? Bring another person. Baby steps, okay? the next event in the cities. Are you there? 2 people are with you, okay? Always getting people exposed to it. Does that make sense? Okay. Oh, no, people are. Mindy still didn't hop back on. Okay. So I want to make sure I write her name down. Okay. The next thing I want to go over, and not tonight, but I want to know with you guys the compensation plan. Like, how comfortable are you with that? Do you need me to do a training on this, or is this something you can watch? What questions do you have about it? Okay, so I want to know, those of you, if you want to private message me or whatever, 5 cycle bonus, I want to know who's running for it, okay? Because I want to be on calls with you. I want to help you. I want to help you promote this week. Amanda, okay, so let's get on calls. Sarah Miller, love everybody's info. I'm so gonna love. Yes, all in this together, baby. Andrea, watch it over and over and over. You have to, you have to, you have to. And I tell you, the next thing you have to do after you watch it over and over, you need to draw it out to your kids, your spouse, your mom, your grandma. You need to role play with them. Oh, he's wet, look. That's how you get better at it, all right? All right, 5 cycles, guys. That's consultant, manager, 5 cycles. Let's go. I'm here. Reach out to me. 3-way calls, 3-way messages. I'm doing some with Rachel. She's been doing a great job with that. I'm proud of you for doing that. So I'm here for any of you and every one of you. Let's kick some ass. This cookies and cream is going to make for the best week ever. Hashtag best week ever. Legit. So, okay. Yes.
Hi.
What?
Hi.
Hey, Amanda, did I see your husband in the background? Chad?
Now, yeah, Chad is actually home this week.
Well, tell him hi.
I know he walked in the door the other night and my daughter goes, "Who's here?" Your dad is.
Because it's my birthday week.
Awesome. Happy birthday week, buddy. All right. See you guys later. Love y'all.